Imagine living in a freezer, wearing a thick coat year-round, and still managing to swim marathon distances in icy waters. Oh, and your dinner is hiding under ice floes. Welcome to the life of a polar bear, nature's ultimate Arctic ninja. But with climate change melting their playground, can these frosty gladiators keep winning the survival game? Let's dive into the video. Insulating blubber, nature's built-in thermostat. At the heart of polar bears' survival in the Arctic lies their thick layer of insulating blubber, which can be as much as 4 inches, 10 centimeters, thick. This fat layer is essential for keeping polar bears warm in sub-zero temperatures and icy waters, as well as providing them with an energy reserve during periods when food is scarce. For instance, in the summer when sea ice melts and polar bears cannot hunt seals, they rely on the energy stored in their blubber to survive. Blubber acts like a thermal barrier, trapping heat close to their bodies and preventing the cold from penetrating. Additionally, during times of food scarcity, this fat reserve is metabolized to provide energy. However, due to climate change, sea ice melts earlier and forms later in the season, forcing polar bears to rely on their blubber for longer periods, which can lead to malnutrition. Fur, that's more than skin deep. One of the most remarkable aspects of polar bears is their double-layered fur, which provides insulation and protection from the Arctic's extreme conditions. The thick undercoat traps warmth close to their skin, while the outer layer of guard hairs repels water and keeps the bears dry. Interestingly, these outer hairs are translucent, not white. They scatter and reflect sunlight, giving the bears their characteristic snowy appearance. This fur also helps the polar bears maintain their body temperature, even in water temperatures that can be as cold as -1.5 degrees Celsius, 29 degrees Fahrenheit. After a swim, their waterproof fur ensures that water does not remain on their bodies, minimizing the risk of hypothermia. Polar bears also shake off excess water like dogs do, further aiding in their thermoregulation. Black skin for sunbathing. Beneath their thick coat of fur, polar bears have black skin. While this might seem counterintuitive in an environment filled with snow and ice, the dark color allows them to absorb and retain heat from the sun. This adaptation is particularly crucial during the cold winter months when sunlight is limited. Polar bears' black skin acts like a solar panel, capturing the heat and transferring it to their bodies to maintain a stable temperature. Since the Arctic has limited sunlight, especially in the winter, every bit of warmth counts. The combination of translucent fur and black skin creates a unique system of thermal regulation, helping polar bears stay warm even in the coldest conditions. Supersized paws, Arctic snowshoes. A polar bear's paws are crucial for both their survival on land and in the water. These massive paws, which can be up to 12 inches, 30 centimeters, across, act as snowshoes, distributing their weight over the snow and preventing them from sinking. This adaptation is essential for traversing the vast expanses of the Arctic, where snow and ice can be treacherous. In addition to aiding mobility, polar bear paws are specialized for swimming. Their large forepaws act like paddles, propelling them through the water, while their hind paws serve as rudders to steer. Polar bears are excellent swimmers and can travel long distances, up to 60 miles, 97 kilometers, at a time, between ice floes in search of food. The rough pads on their feet, known as papillae, provide extra grip on the slippery ice, preventing them from sliding. These adaptations make polar bears one of the most agile animals in the Arctic, capable of navigating both land and sea with ease. Razor-sharp claws for ice and prey. Polar bears are formidable hunters, and their sharp, curved claws are a key part of their arsenal. Each claw can be up to 2 inches, 5 centimeters, long and is used to grip the ice and catch slippery prey like seals. These claws are also essential for climbing out of icy waters after a swim and for digging through snow and ice to create dens or access food. Polar bears primarily hunt seals by wading near breathing holes in the ice, striking when a seal surfaces for air. Their claws provide them with the strength and precision needed to capture their prey in the split-second opportunity they have. As climate change reduces the availability of sea ice, polar bears are finding it more difficult to access seals, which rely on the ice for rest and breeding. Small ears and tail to minimize heat loss. In the Arctic, every ounce of body heat is precious, and polar bears have evolved to minimize heat loss through their extremities. Unlike many mammals with long tails or large ears, polar bears have small, rounded ears and a short, stubby tail. This compact design reduces the surface area through which heat can escape, allowing the bears to conserve warmth more effectively. This adaptation is particularly important during the frigid Arctic winter, when temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Fahrenheit, -34 degrees Celsius. By keeping their ears and tail small, polar bears reduce the amount of heat lost to the cold environment, further enhancing their ability to survive in extreme conditions. Superior sense of smell. Arctic detectors. Polar bears possess one of the most powerful senses of smell in the animal kingdom. They can detect a seal on the ice from nearly a mile away, 1.6 kilometers, and they can even smell prey hidden beneath several feet of compacted snow. This extraordinary olfactory ability allows them to locate food in the vast, featureless landscape of the Arctic. Their sense of smell is especially important when hunting for seals, which spend most of their time in the water. Polar bears can sniff out breathing holes in the ice, where seals come up for air, and then wait patiently to strike. This incredible sense of smell is vital for their survival, particularly as changing ice patterns due to climate change make hunting more challenging. The ability to slow down metabolism. When food is scarce, polar bears have developed the remarkable ability to slow down their metabolism to conserve energy. Unlike true hibernation, which occurs in species like bears and ground squirrels, polar bears enter a state of walking hibernation during the summer months when sea ice melts and food becomes harder to find. In this state, polar bears reduce their physical activity and rely on their fat reserves to survive until the ice returns and they can hunt again. This adaptation is crucial for surviving in an environment where food availability fluctuates dramatically throughout the year. However, with climate change shortening the ice season, polar bears are being forced to rely on their fat reserves for longer periods, which can lead to malnutrition. Swimming for miles. The endurance champions. Polar bears are exceptional swimmers, a skill that is vital for navigating the fragmented sea ice of the Arctic. They can swim for hours or even days at a time, covering distances of up to 60 miles, 97 kilometers, between ice floes in search of food. Their large paws help them paddle efficiently through the water, while their buoyant blubber keeps them afloat. Swimming is essential for polar bears, as sea ice is their primary hunting ground. However, as the ice continues to melt at an alarming rate due to climate change, polar bears are being forced to swim longer distances in search of stable ice and food. This increased physical exertion can lead to exhaustion and even death, particularly for younger or weaker bears. Dependence on sea ice. The Arctic lifeline. Sea ice is the foundation of a polar bear's life. It is where they hunt seals, rest, breed, and sometimes even build dens to give birth. Polar bears rely on the ice to access their primary food source, seals, which they hunt by wading near breathing holes in the ice. Without sea ice, polar bears are unable to catch enough food to survive. However, climate change is rapidly shrinking the Arctic ice pack, with sea ice decreasing by about 14% per decade. This loss of habitat is forcing polar bears to spend more time on land, where food is scarce, and human-bear conflicts are becoming more frequent. As a result, polar bear populations are declining, with scientists estimating that without urgent action to mitigate climate change, polar bears could face extinction within the next century. That's all for today's video. If you found the incredible survival tricks of polar bears as fascinating as we did, make sure to hit that like button. For more wild and cool content, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. Let's keep exploring the wonders of our natural world together.